Welcome to Illuminati Silver, where we tell you the truth about silver. Today is Sunday, the 6th of January 2019, and we're providing our gold and silver weekly update for the week ending the 4th of January. Gold rose $4 last week from $1,280 to $1,284, having hit a high of $1,298 and a low of $1,277. In sterling terms, gold finished the week at £1,009, that's up £1. And in euros, it closed at €1,127, that's up €8 on the week. Silver rose 32 cents, from $15.39 to $15.71, having hit a high of $15.86 and a low of $15.33. In sterling terms, it closed at £12.35, that's up 22 pence. And in euros, it closed at 13.79 euros, that's up 0.34 euros. The gold to silver ratio fell from 83.2 to 1 to 81.7 to 1. The Dow Jones closed on Friday at 23,433, up 746 points on the day and up 371 points on the week. And the Nasdaq closed at 6,738, up 275 points on the day and up 154 points on the week. And the S&P 500 closed at 2,531, up 84 points on the day and up 46 points on the week. Brent crude rose $3.85 from $53.21 to $57.06. And US light crude rose $2.63 from $45.33 to $47.96. The dollar index stands at 96.17. That's down 0.23 on the week. Gold markets initially rallied last week with the 1300 level as its goal. So many factors which we have mentioned in previous reports lends itself or themselves to stronger gold and silver prices, and yet gold has to some extent, though having risen, have done so in quite a disappointing fashion, when compared with those negative factors which should cause gold to rise considerably. For example, downward pressure on the dollar, political instability at home in the United States, the potential of a global recession, volatile and downward moving stock market indices. Well, on Friday, we all thought that gold was actually going to hit that psychologically important $1,300 level. And then a much stronger than expected non-farm payroll report was announced. 312,000 new jobs were created against an expectation of 177,000. In addition, wage rates were also higher than expected, rising 0.4% in December against a prediction of 0.3% and the 0.2%, which was the previous month's figure, and provided an annual rate increase of 3.2%. These results pushed up US yields and buoyed the dollar, which was looking particularly weak. This effect was interesting because the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, also commented yesterday and said that the Fed would be patient about rate rises. His exact words were, quote, "We will be patient as we watch to see how the economy evolves. We are always prepared to shift the stance of policy and to shift it significantly if needed," unquote. He also intimated that the Fed balance sheet reduction or runoff, which was perceived by many to be on autopilot, would also be up for reassessment if market conditions were poorer than anticipated. This buoyed stock markets immediately, with both the Dow and S&P closing 3% higher and the Nasdaq rising some 4.3%. So now we have an interesting dilemma. We have the Fed, which through raising rates have enabled the US dollar to strengthen, who are now suggesting that they may ease a little on the desire to raise them further, which should cause the dollar to fall and thereby increase gold prices. Actually, we saw the dollar strengthen a little and gold prices fell back. So much so that technical analysts are now predicting that the short-term momentum has turned negative, as the fast stochastic, which we mentioned last week, has generated a crossover sell signal. Though they admit that they see support at the 1275 level and strong support at 1237. Silver markets also rallied during the week, but like gold were affected by the job figures. $16 offers clear resistance, and traders are expecting a slight pullback from current levels, though 1550 does appear at this stage to be a reasonable floor. Longer term, silver is holding itself out to go higher, and when the market digests the news that interest rates may not rise as frequently or quickly as first thought, then even short-term silver prices could also improve. That said, both gold and silver will have to compete with equity investment monies, especially if Trump can make a deal with China reasonably quickly. So let's see what's on the economic calendar of significance this coming week. On Monday, we have the ISM non-manufacturing index for December, plus factory orders for November. On Tuesday, consumer credit figures for November. On Wednesday, important day, the FOMC minutes are published, and these will be worth taking note of. On Thursday, wholesale inventories for November, and on Friday, again an important day, the consumer price index, core CPI, and the federal budget figures all for December. So quite a busy and interesting week for economic data. The last COT report available was for the 18th of December, so there's little point covering it here today. In conclusion, we are looking to next week, where all traders are fully engaged to truly give us the trading picture for the next few weeks, if not months. The stock market reaction to Jerome Powell's comments was positive, and we are expecting a slight pullback in gold and silver prices. Of course, once the markets fully digest the ramifications of a potentially rebounding stock market versus a maintenance of interest rates at current levels for a while, we may indeed see the dollar weaken a little, and this will strengthen gold and silver prices. So there is a definite trade-off between the two. If President Trump wants to ensure the rebounding of the stock market, which frankly is the indicator which he has constantly referred to as measuring his economic success by, he will need to rapidly end the government shutdown, come to an agreement with China over trade, and sort out a clear position on withdrawing from Syria, which is seen to be acceptable, and to deal with North Korea. This, with Jerome Powell's comments yesterday, will provide a useful relaunching pad for stocks to at least advance from current levels. Now, an important announcement to our members and subscribers. This last week, you will have witnessed a number of partial Inner Sanctum videos appearing which refer listeners to our website to watch the full duration of that video. The purpose of showing these is twofold. One, it alerts our paying members to the fact that the video exists, and this is in addition to emails, bulletin boards, and Facebook announcements, which are also used. And two, it shows prospective subscribers some of the videos and subjects that Inner Sanctum members will have access to. And these will increase in number as our editorial team builds and develops. They will also become more detailed, and there will be more live interviews too. We made the decision a little while ago that we have to decide upon which route we are going to go down in terms of satisfying our audience and what type of audience we want. Unlike a number of other channels, we're not trying to sell you gold and silver or make money by hyping up titles to increase views or make money by telling you what you want to hear. We are also not amateurs with zero or limited financial and economic backgrounds who just repeat what the talking heads say on USA Watchdog, King World News, Alex Jones, or similar sites, and who interview each other in a non-critical way, always advancing the fact that unless you buy gold and silver, and in large quantities now, you are doomed to economic obscurity and personal household failure. We are looking for discerning individuals who are open-minded, serious, and who want to develop and increase their wealth over time, or at the very least preserve what they have, being also interested in those subjects which can and do have an impact, such as politics, economic, and banking, also helps. It's not essential, but certainly helps. Most of those serious-minded people are willing to pay for the service, which as the months progress will continue to improve, which is why we offered a lifetime percentage discount to the founding members as an incentive to bear with us through this embryonic stage until our full offering can be properly put together and revealed. Coming back to the videos, which cut short a quarter of the way through, what we shall perhaps call our Inner Sanctum intro videos or podcasts. We are aware that a number of our listeners have no intentions to avail themselves of paid membership and therefore will feel that they do not benefit from these intros. If you are one of them, we have an easy filter system for you. If what we produce is less than 5 minutes long, they're most likely to be Inner Sanctum intro videos. If they are longer, even by a minute, they will be complete videos available to all subscribers. I shall say that again. If what we produce is less than 5 minutes long, they're most likely to be Inner Sanctum intro videos. If they are longer, even by a minute, they will be complete videos available to all subscribers. So if you really are not interested in the subject matter or in enrolling into our Inner Sanctum, you can filter these out without being annoyed that you have watched only a partial video. We need these intro videos in order to attract new members who are willing to pay and to show those who are perhaps considering it but are unsure what subject areas we're covering and the frequency of that coverage to help them make an informed decision. We envisage that each week there will be a minimum of 5 and up to 10 Inner Sanctum videos and 1 or 2 complete videos per week available to all subscribers. This now brings us on to the weekly update. We're going to treat this a little differently. The weekly update, until now, has been moderately detailed, but is aimed at a wide diversity of listeners. We are aware, for many subscribers, it is the key video or podcast they watch or listen to. We're also aware that some people have either not subscribed or have unsubscribed from a paid membership because they felt that this was the only service they wanted, and it being provided for free, there was no need to pay. From Sunday the 3rd of February, our weekly update will be available free of charge to paying subscribers at bronze, silver, and eventually when launched, gold membership levels. If you are none of these and do not wish to subscribe, but still wish to listen to this video, it will be provided on our website for a charge of $3 per viewing. This will in effect enable those who cannot or are unwilling to afford $15 or $30 a month. It will enable them to access this one specific piece of information for the price of just a few dollars. But we must add here, that video will be far more comprehensive than it is now. We shall also be showing some live technical analysis and where we believe the following week's gold and silver and other precious metal prices will move to. So this is from effect 3rd of February. Naturally, if it is your intention to listen to this every week, we recommend that you subscribe to bronze level as the extra cost charged is minimal for a host of additional benefits, or silver membership for even more benefits. And you can rest assured, unlike most of our competitors, we will not be telling you what you want to hear, but what we believe you need to hear and what we genuinely believe to be the case. So we're attempting to do our best to accommodate all parties, to give free subscribers and members access to some of our thoughts and opinions, and paying members to a much wider and deeper level of information, befitting the financial contribution they make each month. We know we cannot satisfy all of the people all of the time, but we certainly hope we will satisfy most of the people most of the time. We are, of course, open to further suggestions, minded that we cannot provide our entire service free, as we do not make an income via this channel through selling gold and silver as a business, unlike many of our competitors, a majority of whom are merely pumpers masquerading as information providers. 12 months from now, this channel will be a complete transformation from what it is today, providing even higher value and undoubtedly beneficial services to our paying members, and an important insight and peep into the underbelly of the world of business, economics, and politics for all subscribers. Join us for the ride, if you can. We promise it will be an exciting one. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. Please ensure that you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell sign so that you are notified of any future videos. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe as a free or paying member for regular email updates and offers. Disclaimer: Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management, and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.